Single, self-aware, and subtly self-assured, Sigma men possess many admirable qualities. Sigma men have fascinating personalities that are both strong and unique. They tend to follow their own path and are independent. They can be perceived as introverted or restrained because they spend a lot of time by themselves, especially when contrasted with their dominant male counterparts. However, people are prone to misinterpreting them. Certain actions, referred to as lone wolves, can confound observers. These 10 particular characteristics of Sigma men are something you should be aware of. Number 1. Happily owns up to flaws and failings. A Sigma man will frequently raise his hand and acknowledge when he's being uncooperative. When he made a mistake or messed up in any manner, they would notify you. This is strange, but really commendable. The only strange thing is that the great majority of people attempt to conceal this aspect of who they are. They're concerned it comes to be seen as weak. They're occupied with trying to conceal their imperfections from others. A guy from Sigma does not. They're not required to act flawlessly. Possess a self-assurance within that is unaffected by his own shortcomings. Possess the profound self-awareness necessary to be able to examine oneself in the harsh light of day. Nor does it frighten them. They see it as a chance to develop and get better. Number 2. Don't expect compliments or gifts. The truth is that the Sigma man disregards social norms if they don't make sense to him. They determine what makes sense to them by applying their own logic. Additionally, they find bribes and flattery to be nonsensical. Of course, presents and praises aren't precisely like that. However, that's how things occasionally seem to a Sigma man. Although they don't like compliments at all, they would rather give and receive them in an authentic and seldom manner. These are men that prioritize content over fashion. Thus, when one gives a compliment, it is never insincere. For instance, he will discuss your character instead of your appearance. Likewise, extremely considerate presents may seem fitting for a Sigma man. However, they won't only purchase items for you. Number 3. Quickly camouflage themselves. As we've already established, the men in Sigma are strong individuals. However, note this oddity. A Sigma male isn't usually obvious at first. This is due to their ability to completely blend in with the crowd despite their uniqueness. Most likely as a result of their lack of attention-grabbing or look-at-me demeanor. They like to operate in the background in silence. When they're ready, they can make an impression. From the shadows, they will cheerfully watch and ascertain the terrain. Sigmas are adept at reading people like a book because of this. Getting anything past a Sigma man is difficult. It's possible that you've heard that men can be awkward among people. However, the reality is that they can also be highly socially adept and adaptive. They have outstanding camouflage as a result. Number 4. Do things themselves. If you spend enough time with a Sigma man, you'll eventually become aware of their peculiarities. They typically like things done his way and don't want outside interference. They don't really give a damn if someone approaches it completely differently. This is a result of the innovative thinking of Sigmas. They're able to think creatively. By the way, this is also what gives them the ability to identify patterns and observations that others miss. They don't think it's necessary to go with the flow. Sigma males don't feel that they are in rivalry with anyone else, unlike highly competitive alphas. Their choice of organization and structure may not make much sense to someone looking in from the outside. Number 5. Can be easily irritated. One could be forgiven for supposing that a Sigma guy is occasionally impatient. First of all, because they enjoy debating and discussing ideas. They may come out as argumentative. Undoubtedly, it's a drawback of extreme independence. A Sigma man is completely independent and strongly likes to carry out tasks in their own manner. Thus, group settings may irritate them a little. As an illustration, suppose a group of people are unable to agree on a place to eat. A typical man isn't interested in staying for what seems to be an unending dispute. To be honest, they would be content to go out to dine by themselves anyhow. The next strange habit on our list might not come as a complete surprise. Number 6. Will leave without saying goodbye. Everyone has encountered the guys who simply vanish from a gathering without informing anyone. They most likely identify as a Sigma man. Sigmas act whenever and however they like. They will quietly leave the environment if they become bored, agitated, or just have had enough. It may take a while before you even notice their absence. They aren't attempting to be impolite, for sure. Simply put, they aren't the needy kind. When they're finished, they're content to leave without causing a scene. Please don't take it personally, they're probably simply charging. Number 7. Spend a lot of time alone. This practice isn't at all strange to an introvert, including Sigma males. However, let's face it, we still live in a world that values extroversion. Furthermore, not everyone is aware of how desperately many people need time alone. It can be hard for some people to spend time by themselves. However, a Sigma male's favorite company is their own. They can use this time to explore their own passions, ideas, and thoughts. The Sigma male's satisfaction with self-isolation appears to place him on the periphery of society. It's crucial to understand that this doesn't mean they don't respect relationships. They do, as we will soon witness. However, from the outside, it could give the impression that they're enigmatic or even aloof. Number 8. Take time to open up. This next tendency is the reason Sigma guys may come off as withdrawn, and that's opening up to people slowly. People should respect their privacy since they are private individuals. However, they aren't a reclusive person in reality. They truly do have profound and meaningful interactions. They just prioritize quality above quantity. It's rare to come across a Sigma male who is dating for fun. They would rather be by themselves than put up with a mediocre relationship. Furthermore, a Sigma man understands that connections, respect, and trust must be acquired and developed gradually. They are incredibly devoted to you because of this, but you have to earn their place in their lives over time. Number 9. Can be robotically restrained. Therefore, a Sigma man doesn't show his emotions by showing them off. However, there is also the fact that they excel at controlling their emotions. You won't likely witness him lose his cool in a stressful or testy circumstance. Fortunately, he has enough self-awareness to comprehend his feelings well enough to control them. A Sigma man remains composed in the face of intense rage or aggressiveness from others, so much so that his icy exterior may appear nearly robotic or icy to some. However, a Sigma man is far from that. They are highly aware of their feelings, and they know when to express them and when not to. Number 10. No smiling or laughing. By now, you're probably aware of how difficult it can be to read a Sigma guy. They play it close to the vest, so you never know what's going through their minds. Men in Sigma are particularly inward-looking. They also don't think it's necessary to pay attention to other people's social cues. However, that can be very perplexing. They're not ready to act in other people's favor. Thus, you may frequently spot a Sigma man looking serious as he sits in the corner. But don't think they're not enjoying themselves. They don't think it's necessary to send out specific cues to indicate that they're having fun. Should they affirm that he is, you should believe them. For the love of humans, they will not lie to you. Like all personalities, the characteristics that make a Sigma guy unique are complex. Their rather unusual or weird habits contribute to who they are. The Sigma male would not possess the strength of character that so many have come to know, love, and appreciate if they did not have their quirky side. Interestingly, the idea of Sigma males is frequently brought up in relation to personality types and social dynamics, but it's important to view these classifications with some suspicion. The complexity and fluidity of human personalities makes it difficult to neatly categorize them into predetermined groups. Although some people who value independence, self-reliance, and a nonconformist attitude may identify with the Sigma man archetype, it's important to remember that each person is unique. Individuals are complex beings with a variety of characteristics and tendencies that deftly fit into one category. What are your thoughts on a male alpha and a male beta then? Let us know your response in the comment section below. Before you leave, please subscribe to our channel to receive more content like this. Till then, goodbye.